Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant, and today we start our video at the shed. So today we're going to be taking the doors off the Gladiator, which I've done the passenger side already. We're going to be hanging them on these little hangers that I got on Amazon. Look like little flatty grills, which are kind of cool. And then we're going to put the tube doors on that I got from Quadratec, and the mirrors that I've also picked up for it. So to take your front door off, you need to open your door. You'll need your little Jeep toolkit that comes with your Jeep, the long Torx. I think it's a T40. It's on the side there, your little wrench or ratchet. Then you need to pull this cover off, and I have stuff in here that's plugged into mine, so I have stuff that's coiled up underneath here because it's plugged into the Jeep. I push that little red tab up, loosen that, and then pull the plug out for the door. Now you can either slap that cover back on for now or leave it off, because you got to put the strap back on for your tube doors, but you got to get this little strap off. Now you need to take this Torx out to be able to take the door all the way off. They've come a long way from back in the day. Back in the day, you just unplugged them, undid the strap, and pulled the door off after you took the two bolts off the hinges. But now you got to take this little door stopper off, which is kind of nice. Keeps the door from swinging all the way open and bashing the fenders. Now, you can take this bolt and either store it in the back in the bolt storage compartment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the door and I'm going to put it back in. That way nothing can get in there like mud or anything like that, in case I'm out playing around and I don't have the doors on, because it's starting to get nice here, so there's going to be more time or not that I don't have the doors on, I hope. So now I'm just going to tighten it back down. And then if you come around to the front, I don't have to do this because I've already done it. It says T50 torque on here to take the bolt off the bottom. Well, I don't have to do that because I took them off the first day I got it, and I haven't put them back on since because it's easier to take my doors off. I'm going to push my mirror in, grab the door, and lift up. And there you go. Now we're going to take it in here. And we're going to hang it on the little hook. Like so. Just like that. So there's the front door. I could probably scoot it forward a little bit. There you go. So the other back door will go here. So you got your passenger front, passenger rear, driver front, and then driver rear. So to take your rear door off, pretty similar to the front, except you'll have to move your seat forward. Unless you're short and your seat's already forward, like my wife. In my scenario, not so much. So you got to pull this cover off. And then this one, you don't have a red nub to push up. You just push the button, pull down, undo the little strap holding it on, and then take out that bolt. And then hang it up wherever you plan on hanging it. So that's the first step of this process, just getting the doors off. So I'm gonna get this door the rest of the way off, hang it up, and then I'm gonna move up to the garage, and that's where we'll continue with putting the tube doors on. Okay, so we're now at the garage. There's a lot of stuff in the way. We've got the Samurai's in the way, the daughter's new go-kart that I got is in the way. I'm gonna be putting this together in a coming up video for her. It's pretty neat. It's a little 5.5 horsepower. It supposedly goes like 12 miles an hour, but for a 6-year-old, that's going to be 90 miles an hour, so it'll be pretty cool. The doors are right here. Looks like we got the driver's side front, so let's grab that one and we'll take it out here and we'll hang it and see how it looks. What kind of adjustments we're gonna have to make. So, go ahead and line your hinges up. Boom. Wow. That's actually impressive. I was not expecting that. It went right on perfect. Like, it is perfect. I'm not gonna have to adjust this one at all. That's awesome. Might have to adjust the stopper there so it doesn't rattle too much, but shoot, if that's all I gotta do, I can live with that, because I got 3 more to go. So the little straps for these are right here. So go ahead and undo that. And this will be the strap that now goes to where your door strap was at, just like so. So you can go ahead and put your cover back in place. Make sure you get everything tucked in there that you have behind there, like I do, because I got all kinds of crap in there. Lots of stuff going on here. Alright, I'm going to get that one back on, and then we'll move on to the rest of the doors. Alright, let's grab the other front door. These are the mirrors right here. We'll get the doors on first, and then we'll put the mirrors on. So it turns out the doors actually come with the hardware to put the mirrors on, which is kind of nice. I'll show you what the mirrors look like when we get there. They're basically just like a kind of like an aftermarket TJ mirror for the most part, but they look pretty nice. And by law you have to have mirrors, so be it. But compared to the stock mirrors, they're a lot cheaper. So if I rip one of these off, nah, who cares? So I got the passenger door here. Let's go hang this one and see if we have to make any adjustments on this door. So same thing here. Just line the hinges up. Might have to rock the door a little bit to get them to slip all the way down in. So this one might need some adjustment. Yeah, oh wait, hold on. Yep, this one's too high, so we're gonna have to loosen up the hinges to adjust this one. So I'll go ahead and pull this cover off here and put the strap on this one. And then we'll get the tools to adjust it. Boom. It looks like it's a, I don't know, probably about a 1/2 inch nut on the back there. And then these are an Allen. So I'll just grab some Allen heads and actually, you know what, I think I have a cheap toolkit in the Jeep that will have everything I need. Look at that. Best thing about cheap toolkits like this is a Stanley toolkit. I got it at Walmart. Is if you're out on the trail and you lose something, it's not that big of a deal. Much rather lose a cheap socket set compared to an expensive one like a Snap-on or something. I've found Snap-on tools out on the trail with a buddy of mine once and couldn't believe that somebody would take those kind of tools out in the woods with them, but you know, whatever you want. They might have gotten them for free. So it is a 1/2 inch nut on the back. I'm just gonna see if I can loosen the nut first and maybe see if we can do that without having to loosen up the or without having to have an Allen. Oh, the door moved. Let's try that. We're still a little too high, so let's try loosening up the bottom one here. Whoa, dang, that thing falls a lot. So there's on. Basically, I'm just looking at the gap here to see how well it fills up. I mean, I get it's not going to be perfect. They're just tube doors, but the better I can get it, the better it'll look when I'm all done. That looks pretty decent right there. So let's go ahead and... That's not good. That strap's going to have to be adjusted. Okay, let's see if we can just tighten it. Oh, it's on here. Probably not. Well, we got it to where it looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten it back down, and I'll check it again once I get it all tight. Alright, so I got the driver, or the passenger side, all adjusted. I had to adjust the latch too, which is just these 3 bolts here, and it slides in and out and twists. And then there are Torx on this side. I didn't have to use the Torx, which was nice, but now it, boom, closes just right. So now all I have to do is adjust this little nub here. I don't know if it'll just out far enough, but we will see what we can do. It's quite the tiny little fella there. This is just to keep pressure on the door so it doesn't rattle too much. Oops. Oh, I guess that's not going to work. Alright, well, I'll see what I can do to adjust this, and then we'll move on to the rear. Okay, so I got that little nub adjusted out as far as it'll go, and it's still not touching. No worries. So the straps here, I did notice, have 2 slots. So if this one's too long, move it to the next one back, and that one seems to be pretty good. So the door is closing good. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on down here. Snapped in. Now it's time to move on to the back doors. I don't know which one's going to be first because they're in the box still. Move this box out of the way. And then get into this one. So it looks like we've got the driver's side first. Driver's side rear. So let's go ahead and put driver's side rear on. Same as the front. Get it to the hinges and line it up. Okay, it looks like this one's going to need quite a bit probably of adjustment. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this all adjusted out, and we'll go on from there. Okay, so I got the back on and adjusted. Look at that nice smooth that close is. So now I got to get in here to put the strap on, so I'm gonna have to move my seat forward because I'm tall. Pull the little cover off and then undo the strap and then check to see which loop you want to put it through. So I'm going to use the second loop again because that seems to work really good. So we'll tuck the extra back in there and then we'll put the cover back on. Like so. And then close your door. Boom. Alright, it's time for the last one, which is the passenger side rear. So I broke out some moly grease. So basically it's like bearing grease. And on that one I had to put a little bit on the hinge to help slide it in there. It's probably a good thing to do. Well, it is a good thing to do, to be honest, every once in a while, even to your doors. That way when they start to get a little dry, throw a little bit of that on there, help them get slippery again. That way they sit back down in there the right way. And it just helps to keep everything lubricated and moving properly the way it should be. So let's grab the rear one here for the other side, for the passenger side, and we'll see if we can't get this one on pretty easy. I got lucky. The first one went real easy. Everyone else, not so much. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on the nipples that stick out that go into the hinge to help them slide in, and then when I get it all adjusted I'll show you what it looks like. Alright folks, the doors are all on. They look pretty good. I kind of like them. I mean, there's a few things I might change, but well, I would have changed differently if I would have built them myself, but for already built doors I really do like them. So I put the mirror on the passenger side door. Like I said, they're just like a TJ mirror for the most part. I'm going to show you what to do to put the driver's side on, which it's pretty simple. There's just three these Allen head dished bolts. So, and then you got a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. So I'm just going to grab them all up here. Grab the mirror. I got these mirrors off of Amazon. They came from I don't know what the Brock aftermarket auto parts since 1960. So but for the most part, like I said, they're like a newer version of a TJ mirror, the way they mount onto the door and all that. They look pretty nice. I mean, they're better than nothing, and like I said, they're cheaper than OEM Mopar ones because I tend to rip mirrors off, like passenger side mirrors especially, so I didn't want to go with anything too expensive. So to put these on, basically right there, feed the bolts through. So I'm going to open the door. I'm going to take one of these dished bolts here, I'm going to drop it in, and then I'm going to feed that through on the other side here, and then I'll put the flat washer, lock washer, and then nut on, and that'll be it. I'll go ahead and get this one on and tightened up, and we'll take a look at it when it's all done. Alright, so there you have it. There is the driver's side. They're really nice because they fold out of the way, so if you're out in the woods you can fold them in. They adjust by pushing in on them. I like the way they look. They don't look too much different than the stock ones. You'll need a 11mm socket, a wrench, and a 5/32 Allen wrench, and that'll get you to where they're on. So that's pretty much it for the doors. I mean, well, that is it for the doors. Here's the moly grease that I used, but all in all, they look pretty good. Now what I have to do is I have to clean out all the daughter stuff that's all over the place, so when I drive down the road I don't lose it all over the place, like all over the road and the side of the road. That's going to be it for this video. If you like the channel, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification button. You'll get notified whenever I upload a video, and thanks for watching.